Now, I'm going to be all the way 100 with you. Never in a million years did I think I was going to be owning three school communities. There's no way. I wanted the one community freemium dream. Okay. But it did not fall like that. So let's dive into my computer really fast so I can actually show you what I'm talking about and what limitations I did not think about when I decided to go with just one community versus three, right? So check this out. So here's my community layout right now in Skool. Originally, I had the builders community right here, okay? That's what I had, HerMpire Builders. She builds with AI. It's all me, all my brand. So my goal was, and again, I was on Skool before they had the freemium models, before they had these tiers, before they had the hobby plan, all of that, right? So I seen Skool grow over time. So I had this community and everybody was doing the free community and the paid community. And I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do the free community and I was begging and hoping and everybody else was asking for it to be some type of freemium or tier model built into Skool. Well, Skool did go ahead and release that in late 2025. And I jumped all over it because that's what I was excited about. That's what I thought I was going to do. I was going to let everybody join the community for free, and then they can upgrade to the academy within the builders community. Well, here's a major problem I ran into. I started it like that, okay? And then I put the academy, everybody joined, or those who joined the academy originally joined it as a tier within the builders community. It got to be a problem because those academy members on our calls, our weekly calls, were saying they were confused. They don't know what they could put in the community on the communities tab, what they can talk about, the things that they want to share. So it was like, okay, they were holding back questions about certain things that were going on, and they didn't feel comfortable openly talking about it in the free chat because everybody can see the chat, whether they're free, whether they're paid, it's not gated. So they were confused and they wanted to be able to have private conversations. There's no way as of today of this video that there is a gated category or any type of gated way that we can have private conversations that only paying academy members can see, which once I did a poll for my academy members, that's when I decided to open up HerMpire Academy in a whole nother community. So not only do I have a pro plan on the builders, which that's what I wanted because that's what I was going to use the freemium model on, but then that was an issue. So then I made the freemium model, just had to go with another paid community, which is another pro plan for the academy. AI Prompt Lounge is the newest, okay? That ended up coming into play because I could have put all of my prompts in either one of these communities, but it would have cluttered the classroom because I have prompts for different things. And yes, I can make folders within the classroom area, within the modules, and list all those prompts. But I mean, it is a gang of prompts. So I'm going to take you on a little tour really quick here. Let me get these screens up so that way you can kind of take a look at the difference in the classrooms for the builders versus the AI Prompt Lounge, which is basically my library of prompts. And I wanted to share them, but I did not want to clutter the classroom, which made me open up a whole nother community where the AI Prompt Lounge is on a hobby plan because it really doesn't need any type of automation or anything like that from me. It's just a place where I house my AI prompts that I use to create my avatars, to create my videos, to create all of those things, because everything I pretty much create has to do with AI automation, AI graphics, AI everything. So let's dive into my computer right here. Okay, so you're looking in the classroom for the AI Prompt Lounge. And as you can see, we have a lot of different things. These are prompts for digital products, prompts for sales copy, prompts for AI video, prompts for community, prompts, that's an actual masterclass. I'm gonna put it in there. for prompt engineering, so that way it can sound like you and you don't sound like a robot. We got the lounge replays, so anything I do, the replays will be in there. We got the print shop, which is for the clip art pieces. How do you get the clip art pieces to look alike so that you can cut them out and sell them on Etsy? The resource library, these are all my AI tools. Now, can you imagine all of these different modules on top of the builders modules? Okay, that's a lot of modules in a classroom. And I did not want to overwhelm my people. So those who want the prompts, they can easily go over to the AI Prompt Lounge. Right now, it's only $5 to join, and you get unlimited prompts. And I'm always updating it. I'm in there every week, putting new prompts in, and I let them know. I just uploaded like a prompt the other day. Okay. So when did I just do? I just did it, a day ago. So I'm always dropping some prompts in there, and these are prompts that I use. So it's not necessarily AI generated prompts. These are prompts that I've actually put into the Claude or the Chat GPT or any language, large language model. And I share them when I feel like they are helpful to somebody else. And that's just my library. And that's just where I hold everything versus the builders group, which is basically shows you the methodology and the things like that behind building a digital product business. And this is where I share that information right here in Builders. So guys, it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. That is a major flaw with the freemium model so far as Skool is concerned. Now, they do have use cases. I've seen some people, some other schoolers use it very strategically. So say, for instance, you have your community that's free. And say, for instance, if I wanted to, this is what I could do. If I wanted to put my custom AI tool, and I'm not talking about a custom Chat GPT, I'm talking about a real custom AI tool, which I do have. If I wanted to put that inside of Builders, I could attach a tier to it because it's not something, it's basically like a SaaS, software as a service. So it's like they're paying monthly to access the tool, not necessarily saying anything that they post in the community so far as questions about the tool is going to reveal anything. So that's the use case for a tier if you have something like that. But if you have modules unlocking in regards to trainings where people are going to ask questions, I did not feel it was fair, nor did my academy members feel it was fair that the free people in the community are just sitting back lurking and getting information that people are paying for are getting. Okay, so they feel like there's no reason for them to upgrade or go to the next level when they can just sit back and wait for the academy members to start asking questions, for me to go in there and answer their questions, or somebody else in the community or in the academy answer their questions, and they're getting all the answers without having to pay for what they're paying for. And that's not fair. So that's what made me separate the community. But there is no way on God's green earth that I wanted to have 3 communities. So now I do, until something can happen on Skool to where it can be gated to where certain conversations are private. Now, also, another use case for a freemium model could be they join the community for free and then they can upgrade not only for the SaaS, but maybe you have live call every week. Well, they have to be a member to get on that live call, a paying member to be able to access the call. That's another way you can use tiers. But if you're doing major training and mentorship where people want to have dialogue and conversation with you about it, then the freemium model would not necessarily work because the communities tab is not gated. It's not filtered in any kind of way to hide those conversations from non-paying members. So that's something to think about. I hope this video helped you because believe me, your girl did not want 3 communities, all right? But again, I hope this brief video was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments if you have some questions in regards to Skool. I'll be happy to make a video on it and answer those questions for you. If you want my free Skool community jumpstart guide, you can get that in the community as well. I will leave a link to it below in the description. That way you can plan ahead of time so you're not stuck like I was trying to figure it out, because I had to change my whole business model behind all of this because my plan got jacked, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. You have a good one.